title of this video is How Negativity Can Lead to Positivity. So today I experienced some negativity, and basically what it did, I could have reacted in a negative way and just basically got angry and not wanting to finish out my shift at work or whatever it may be. But basically what I thought I would do instead was kind of prove that person wrong. And so it was a catalyst for me to be able to, make this video and explain to you what I mean. So I found out from someone that I work with, that kind of my superior had insulted me. Not my direct superior, but someone who I really don't know. Um, First time meeting them, and basically just their first impression of me wasn't terrible. And to be honest, it was probably relatively accurate. I wasn't in a good mood when I met her, and so you know what? Oh well, right? So basically, she came across, relatively nice. And the first thing I felt, honestly, when I found out about this was I was kind of insulted. But then I started to think, well, you know what? She doesn't really know me, and maybe it was just, her first impression, unfortunately, was accurate. And I wasn't in a good mood, and maybe that was reflected. I didn't think it was at the time, but knowing what I know now, thinking back, maybe that was the case, and it just wasn't a good day for me. So I had the opportunity to take it one of two ways. I could have sat there and I could have been bitter. I could have been upset for the rest of the day. I could have, let it get to me. And in a way, it kind of did. But at the end of the day, I wanted to do something positive. So her negativity to me was my catalyst to make a YouTube video and basically show you how negativity can lead to positivity. I think when insulted by somebody you care about, it's much more meaningful when you look up to someone and maybe you meet them for the first time, or even if it's a family member and you've known them forever and you really respect the way they live their life, or respect, their field of work, whatever it may be. I think a lot of us are astonished to find out that not everybody thinks the exact same way that we are. And we start to learn that at a very young age that, wow, this person has, we have nothing in common with this person. And at a young age, I don't think we try necessarily to reach out to those we don't understand. We tend to shun them, we tend to single people out when we're in school. And that's just how it is. Unfortunately, we're not really taught an environment of acceptance. At least when I went to school, that wasn't the case. So now maybe it's changed. Maybe we've learned a little bit better to respect other people's opinions and just keep quiet. And whether or not that's a good thing, only time will tell. I happen to think that we honestly probably should be offensive and we should be negative at some times, because in my opinion, that can be a catalyst for someone to question really what they believe and why they believe it. If somebody offends you or if somebody is negative to you, you have to sit back and you have to step back and look at yourself as a person and say, well, is this true about me? And I think that especially rings true when it's brought to your attention by someone that you care about. When it's just somebody in passing that doesn't know you and they can, say this or that, it doesn't really mean much, right? Because that person doesn't know who you are, doesn't know what you go through on a daily basis, doesn't really know anything about you. They're just prejudging, or they're projecting, unfortunately, their own negative self-emotions or self-worth on you. But receiving negativity also kind of has a healthy effect, or it can have a healthy effect. You get to sit back and basically judge, why do I care what this person said? Does it affect me because it's true? Or does it affect me just because it's not true? And you're upset because, how dare they? Why wouldn't they say anything to my face? Why is it coming back behind my back is the worst thing to me, because I would rather tell somebody to their face, what I think of them, or just not talk to them in general. I wouldn't go behind their back to say, wow, this person's this or this person is that. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't do anybody any good to sit there and judge people behind their back. You might as well have an honest conversation or just not talk to them at all. But what good does it do to sit there and tear somebody down when they can't defend themselves? Now, if I told you exactly what was said, you'd probably say that I was overreacting. And you'd probably be right, to be honest. But for me, it really was, like I said, a catalyst for me to make a video. So I wanted to put some positivity out there because I felt like that I received negativity, and all I could do was at least come on here and say that, you know what, it may happen. We may receive things that we hear about ourselves that aren't always good. But it does allow you to reflect on yourself and question, do I believe in myself? At the end of the day, when the lights go out, you only have you to depend on. You only have you to motivate yourself. You may have a good support group, you may have a lot of people around you, but at the end of the day, they can't make you work harder unless you want to work harder. If you want to become successful, the only person standing in your way in this country is really you. And I think that's what scares most people that don't like capitalism, or that think that they don't have as good of a shot as somebody else. We all have the ability to take things one of two ways. We can take it up on ourselves, or we can wait for somebody else to come and help us. I didn't script this video on purpose, so it's kind of all over the place, and I apologize for that. The end result was that I wanted to have, hopefully, some good effect on everybody that listens to this, and it may not be a lot of people, but basically, I came home thinking that I'm at least going to put some positivity out there. I want other people to be successful, and again, we always have two choices. You can respond with negativity, or you can find a way to take something that's negative and make it positive. If somebody says something that you don't like, and you don't believe it, then simply disregard it and move on with your life. And if you think about it, if you're going to let, 10 seconds of your day dictate the other 24 hours, or however many hours you're awake in a given day, if you're going to let that negativity dictate your life, you're just going to be a negative person, and it's never going to stop. So you cannot let other people get in your head, especially if it's someone you don't know or who has no idea who you are. And that's the takeaway that I got from this. Now, whether or not you're religious or not doesn't matter to me, but here's the thing. One of my favorite quotes is actually from the Talmud, and I haven't read it to be honest, but the quote comes actually out of the movie Schindler's List, and it goes, whoever saves one life saves the whole world. And I'm going to leave that clip, and I hope that if you haven't watched the movie, you should, but I hope that this has been inspiring, and I hope that you can inspire somebody else to be positive and make the changes that they want to see in their world.
It's Hebrew from the Talmud. It says, whoever saves one life saves the world entire. I could have got more out. I could have got more. I don't know if I just... I could have got more. Oscar, there are 1,100 people who are alive because of you. Look at them. If I'd made more money... I threw away so much money. You have no idea. If I just... There will be generations because of what you did. I didn't do enough. You did so much. This car. Kurt would have bought this car. Why did I keep the car? 10 people right there. 10 people. 10 more people. This pin. 2 people. This is gold. 2 more people. You would have given me 2 for it. At least 1. You would have given me 1. 1 more. 1 more person. Person, Stan. For this. I could have got 1 more person. And I didn't. I didn't.